Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to unbox for you. This comes by way of Urban EDC. So, Urban EDC, they used to be Urban EDC Supply. They dropped the supply. They're now Urban EDC. They updated their logos a little bit. Just a little, refresh. Looks good. Happy for them. Awesome people over there. There's a link down in the description. If you want to pick anything up from Urban EDC, maybe from this package, maybe in general, maybe a pre-order they have going on, you can do that. If you use the link, it helps the channel. I truly appreciate it. Their link is one of the better affiliates that I have. It helps the channel a lot, which is good because not much does. A lot of it is my dough. So here we go. Check this. You're gonna be pretty impressed that I picked this up. Well, I didn't pick it up, but they're letting me borrow it. That's a Chris Reeve right there. That's a Chris Reeve right there. Boom. Glow Rhino. Two companies I've pretty much, not said amazing things about in the past. And then, wha-cha! Combat beads. All right, let's check them out. Let's save the Chris Reeve for last, huh? Let's check out this Glow Rhino. So this is a compass that I saw. And, oh, it's a crazy color. Oh, it's a cooler color. So this is a compass. And I just thought it looked cool. So I asked to check it out. Glow Rhino. H3, it says. Interesting. I think it glows in the dark, obviously, which that's probably what that strip down there is. I thought these were yellow in the pictures, but maybe they were showing them glowing. I don't know. This is Blurple. I think this looks gorgeous. Is this titanium? Yeah, I think it's titanium. Oh, is that bag? Oh, yeah, look at that. You can mess with the, that's interesting. Never thought of that. Does that ruin it? Or is it just temporarily do that? Because obviously I didn't mean to ruin it. And if you can't get a magnet near it, then I'm screwed, you know what I mean? I think it's fine. Which way is south is my question. Isn't that kind of weird that north isn't the one that says the letter? Oh, okay. North has a tritium vial, I guess. So you'll always see north with a tritium vial. That's pretty cool. I wish I could get it real dark in here. You want to do it? You guys want me to do it? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just for you, I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. We can get it dark enough without getting up. Nope. Okay. Let's give me a sec. Okay. So. There you go. So you can see that is north. And then that is... Oh, I see. So it's kind of like so you can read. So you can at least read which way is what, right? That makes sense? So north is over here. And that's saying southwest, so south would be right to the right here. That's pretty interesting. So I would kind of hold it maybe. I don't know what I would do. I'm not a compass guy, guys. So you would just know which way you're going if you held it straight like this, right? You could tell that you're going basically east, northeast, something like that. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I think it's cool. I think it's unique. I think it's interesting. I would definitely throw one like on my bag or something, Let me get a light on. So that's the compass from Glow Rhino. That's actually really cool. My only complaint with it is it's probably like, I don't know, it's probably $70 or like $150 or something. Which makes it tough for me to want to pick up, But hey, what are you going to do? So this is... So I've never quite understood this, but I think there's like multiple companies involved here. So you have Combat Beads times JW Knife and Tool. Okay, got it. I had one of these in the past. Griffin Company combat beads, so another thing that's involved. It's just confusing to me. You have some bits. They look like Wee Hop bits. Good stuff. I like that. And then you have the driver. Now, this seems to be a brass one, which means it's going to be heavy. And then you have, let's just see. They say yellow jacket. It says yellow jacket. Brass tumble patina precision driver. JW Knives. So there you go. And you do have a little spinner on the back that, just like I remember, doesn't spin very long. It's not supposed to be like the good screwdriver, right? I just put new bearings in there, by the way. I got some cool ones. But it does enough. You don't need it to spin like crazy. You just need it to spin in your palm. So I did have one of these before, right? And it was probably one of my favorite drivers. I just have so many drivers now. I just bought a couple more, by the way. That it's just kind of obnoxious. So I was kind of selling stuff just to sell it. But these are some of the best drivers right here. The reason I love it is because you can get the grip you need in hand, at least for my large glove size hand. I can get the grip I need in hand, and I can utilize that pivot point back here. I can utilize that bearing and spin like this, so I can do spin moves, basically. You can get a screw spun in pretty quick. But you also have this crazy frag pattern down here, knurling, that makes it super torque friendly. So this was always kind of my go-to next to the stubby driver. So let me get some other drivers out. We can talk drivers briefly. So you have the JW Knife and Tool and Combat Beads collaboration. Then this is another Get Good screw. This is the Poseidon's Kiss or something like that. Again, they have crazy spin times on these. And I specifically swapped the bearings out, the sound cooler. So, yes, it's a whole thing, and I'm a nut. And we can see sizes here. This is their small size. Then you have the Screwpreme Get Good screw. And this is a medium size. So they have a small, a medium, and a large. Right now, I think the only way to get the medium is to get their set with the base and everything that I have. Yeah, I swapped that bearing out too. Then you have the Weeha stubby driver I was just comparing this to, right? So you have that guy there. The magnets are playing games. Then you have, this is from Brian Brown. This is his Vulcan driver in zirconium. Again, really good bearings back there. Interesting setup on this guy. I think it's basically a 601 bearing, or 608, I think they're called, bearing. That is the cap on this one. So it does have a good spin. It's not like epic or anything like the good screws, but it'll spin for a decent amount of time. So that's the Vulcan driver, and that's a little bit thinner, smaller, precision style. And then you have a really good, well-rounded one. This is from Journey Tool Co., who I believe is now just starting to get back into it. And this cap always came off, so I did glue it. And you can see it. I don't know if it got seated all the way or if it's supposed to be like that. But again, you have one of those bearings. Spins for a little bit. Not crazy or anything. But longer than this. But again, not meant to. So put that here. And I would say these two are probably competitive. These three are probably very close competitors in the market. That's it for my drivers. I do have two more coming. I just bought off of somebody. He's kind of a custom driver maker. They seem really cool. I'm excited. But so here's size-wise if you wanted to compare. You could even watch some of my older videos on bit drivers where I had a titanium one of these. And you can see, if I line them up properly here, by the caps, size-wise, this is one of the bigger ones. But because of that crazy knurling down at the end, again, you get that great torque like you do on the stubby. This was always my favorite when it came to needing to crank on something, break Loctite, whatever. I would get this guy out and you can really grip, but you're still up close. And that's what I really like about it, is you're still up close, right on that. You can get precise with it. You don't feel like you're out here and you might, slip out of it and strip something. You're very confident because you're in there, right? So it's a very good multi-purpose driver in my opinion, but a little bit big, right? It's on the bigger end. So when I got this guy, I picked that one up less, and I tended to use this one a lot more. This is probably one of the best drivers of all time. It's just a very good size and shape, and the way it fits into my hand personally is amazing. It just sits perfectly. My fingers get right to the end here. I can get nice and precise. I can do the spins real quick if I need to, back out of something real quick. It feels comfortable with this in the palm. That's one thing I didn't love about this. That was the one downside to this. The size, lengthwise, and that, because I feel like this could be shorter. Like they could do a stubby version of this that would be pretty badass. That, and then this. The fact that they mount it like this on the back instead of all these other ones have caps on the back where no matter what you spin, you're spinning that bearing around, right? You're spinning that cap around in your hand. Where this, if you have that screw in your palm, you're not necessarily spinning. So it gets a little bit tricky. See, it loosened actually. I think that screw is coming out. Yeah, that screw is coming out. So I need to tighten this down. Oh, wait. There we go. Now it's better. See what I mean? So that's the one negative I have, is that you're not getting a good spin every time because of that. But otherwise, excellent for torque. If you want something for torque and stuff like that. Now, this is heavy because it's, a bronze one. But so there's a size comparison for you. That's the small Get Good screw. You can see it. It's a good bit smaller than this one. The medium Get Good screw is about the same exact size. So that's a good way to put it. The Vulcan driver is actually just a hair longer, maybe about the same size. And then the Journey Tool Co. is going to be a little bit shorter. And this one's probably the sweet spot in terms of size. So that's the JW Knife and Tool and Combat Beads collaboration driver. Big fan of that one. Always have been. Kind of miss having it, but I just, I definitely wasn't, when I got rid of it, I wasn't like collecting drivers, like it's weird to think like that. But now I kind of am. I don't know. But let me see if I can get that to stick. We'll put that stuff there. Okay. So, then we have the packaging for these put over here. And then we have this Chris Reeve. So this is a Mnandi, and this is actually a lefty. This is a left-handed Mnandi. And I saw it on their site, and I was just like, cool. Let me check it out. So left hand S45, 60 to 62 HRC. This is in the Makassar Ebony. Damn, I can't say that. October 4th. 2022. So this is a baby. This is a baby. You get all this cool stuff, of course, with your Chris Reeve knives. Oh, this comes with a slip. That's really cool. It says think twice, cut once. Cool. You get your usual stuff, an extra pivot or something. I like that. Cool. All right. Oh, we're going to have to put the cloth in. All right. So let's just... Damn, this is small. Holy cow, that's small. Let me set it off to the side. Very small. Okay. Very lightweight. I gotta say, that is very, very lightweight. you're talking about a sort of liner lock here. I guess it is a subframe lock, liner lock, whatever you want to call it. This is not a slip joint. I know some people try to say it's a slip joint. You do have sort of a thing you might be able to front flip, but I don't think so. You have a hole, but I doubt you can flick it. Let me see. Well, it's a Chris Reeve, so it's... Wowzer. Wowzer. Okay, hang on. Appreciation mode just kicked in. Holy cow, look at that. That's a gorgeous machine satin. It is that a hollow grind? Yeah, that feels like a hollow grind to me. Beautiful knife. Wow, that is a gorgeous looking knife, isn't it? Fits my hand okay. I mean, it's not great, to be honest. This clip is a bit annoying, but it's beautiful. Look at that clip. That's a gorgeous clip. You know, this is going to be your gents kind of carry. So let's close it. Let's see how it closes. No, probably doesn't have a detent. That would be my guess. So I'm guessing if I try to flick it, you know, challenge accepted. If I whip it enough, I'll be able to flick it, but not necessarily. I'm guessing with enough time you could get it to work. Now my problem here is the way the hole is shaped, the size of the knife being so small, very hard to walk it out, right? I almost have to hold it like this and then get it started somehow. Yeah, I can't even do that. So I almost have to like walk it out with my middle finger or ring finger and then bring it out with my thumb. It's almost like really hard to just... See what I mean? Like, it's just really small. It does flick if you try hard enough, but it's on washers, of course. Pass-through detent hole is interesting. Oh, no, wait. That's the left side, but it is a pass-through. That's cool. Very smooth, but I can feel a little bit of grit. I can hear it working its magic there. We have a detent ball. What are we working on here? Yep, detent ball, ceramic. So we do have a steel lock bar on steel insert. What is that thing? You see that? Is that a piece of paper? You guys see that, right? That is... Is it a Teflon washer? No, but on this side you have a brass washer or a phosphor bronze. Normal Chris Reeve stuff. On this side, is that just... It's just coated in their stuff, I guess. Man, I wish it just had enough... I wish it had enough space so I could really slow roll it out, you know? It's just really hard for me to grip. And I feel like I'm going to cut myself. You know what it almost looks like to me in a way? Well, I guess it does look like a little bit like a small, thinned out Sabenza, but it almost also looks like a small, thinned out Arius. Am I crazy? I know I'm a little crazy, but we all knew that already. It's very, smooth. It feels really nice. I like the action, honestly. On a knife this size, I don't mind that it's not like a guillotine or a, you know, crazy whatever. You guys know I'm appreciating slip joints these days, so I gotta, you know, you got a nice crown spine. Very nice. These are available at Urban EDC right now. Got a little bit of grab, but not really. Centering is... looks very close to centered. I would say it's almost dead nut centered. You might have a little bit of gap on this side compared to that side, but, you know, you have a lock bar there. I'm guessing that's just could just be my eyes too. Very interesting. Look at that pivot. Chris Reeve. There's the pivot screw. That's the extra screw they give you, I guess. And then you just have this down here and that's it. I'm guessing I'm not allowed to take this apart. I wonder how much these cost if I wanted to just buy it. Should we try a front flip? Man, if they just brought that out a little bit. Yeah, the jimping's not strong enough. So it really would just come down to getting good enough at that, right? So that you could flick it easy. There you go. I mean, I got no problem basically flicking it. I actually really like this. I'm tempted to see how much it costs. I didn't even check. But would I ultimately keep this thing after the novelty of me liking a Chris Reeve wears off? You know? I'm sure it would get better and better, and if I took it apart and I put KPL in it or something, instead of, it's got the grease in it right now. Come on, I was banging it out just a second ago. What's going on here? There we go. I want to cut something. Very nice. Very gentlemanly. I'm trying. Any play? No play, no rock. Yeah, it's just a bit small, you know. It's really the biggest downside to it is just the size. So it has a clip. I'm guessing you can remove the clip if you want. I don't know. And then you can go for the slip here, which is a bit big. It's a bit big, you know. Let's see. Maybe that's what that screw is. That's my guess. So let me just try this. I'm guessing this comes off. I know I'm not supposed to take apart a loaner, but I'm not taking it apart. I'm just taking this off. Take that off, and you put this in, is my guess. There's no way they give you an extra hardware. I just don't think they do that. So put that in. So now you have this beautiful clip. I mean, it's really nice, this clip. But that's what it looks like without the clip. I think that's how it's supposed to look, right? And then makes it harder to use, but I can still flick it. Way more comfortable in the hand, to be honest, without it. And then you can pop it into that slip. A lot easier, and it sits in there very comfortably. Now, this is not the type of slip I would get for it. I would want, you know, one of Troy's. Check this out. Let's try this. I have an extra one. A little too big, I think. I mean, it would work, but hold on. There you go. Similar, but smaller. I don't like how big this Chris Reeve slip is. It's like huge. So you have this, and you just, whoop, take it out. Flick it open. I don't know. The more I play with this, the more I'm sold on it. But I bet you it's like $600. At which point I'm like, eh. If it was like $400, I might be tempted to keep it around, you know. But at that price, it is really smooth. It's really hard to use though with the thumb. You have to like deliberately know what you're doing. But I can see why people dig this. I can definitely see why people dig this. Honestly, I think I would probably go back to the clip. Just because it is a flickable knife and everything. So let's go back to the clip. See how that feels again. Sorry, I know this is random. It's like I'm shoe shopping right now. Trying to decide what I'm going to do. I love that setup, though, that it's just that easy. It's that easy. Look at that. Just sucking that in. Tolerances, as everybody says, are so good. I don't think it's doing anything right now, so hang on. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. There's the problem. Push that. Yeah, there it is. I think that would only get better as time went on, right? It's the best flicking Chris Reeve I've ever had. It actually has a hole, too, which is pretty unique for a Chris Reeve, in my opinion. Damn it. It's harder with the clip, though. Because now I'm, like, trying to hang on to it. There we go. All right, anyway, there you go. That's the Mnandi from Chris Reeve Knives. You'll probably see a full review on this coming up. Shout out to UrbanEDC for letting me check out the Mnandi and this other stuff. I really appreciate that, as usual. They are great people over there. Don't drop that, Kev. There we go. Get this stuff put away before I mess anything up. Maybe I'll leave this slip out and store it in that just to be safe while I have it. Right? Put this away. All right. So, there you go. Mnandi from Chris Reeve Knives. The combat beads and JW knife and tool MK2, I think, driver. And then you have the compass here from Glow Rhino, which I think is actually really nice. So, cool little package. I picked this stuff out. I was just like, hey, I'd love to check this stuff out. So, I'm glad I did. I'm impressed with the Mnandi. This is my favorite Chris Reeve by far. It is literally no question. Now, I haven't tried their slip joint yet. But I don't know. Knowing their action, I don't know. For some reason, I'm just assuming it's not going to be what I want in a slip joint, you know. Getting a little bit of grab there. I don't know if that's just because it's titanium on steel or if there's something on there. It's gone. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.